is me, casper2277 here, and right now I am playing Minecraft. And sorry if you hear any stuff in the background. I'm doing this in my living room because purposes and stuff like that. So if you hear anybody talking in the background, that's just you know. And then I have a fan going on in the background, so just don't worry about that. It's my first time doing this, so I hope you guys enjoy and share this with whoever is watching, your family, friends, whatever. Just go do it, and we're about to start. So this is my world, as you can see right here. We can start right here, which is me right there, casper2277. I am the president and leader of the world, which you're about to see. Now there will be some history from about this world, so just sit back, relax, and yeah, enjoy. So okay, so let's start with Butchie. Now Butchie is one of my friends. He's I have this world for 3 years, so Butchie was my first friend I ever had on PlayStation, and as a matter of fact, he actually helped me with my world. And he's the vice president. Then we have Nova, who came in second as my friends. He is our secondary president. Then we have General Earth, which is the general, and tries to enforce the law and whatever goes on in the world. And then this is our building team. Now these people that are on top right here are also a part of the building team. So we have Mine King, one of my friends that good at building. I'm sorry, but I'm sorry if I pronounce this wrong, but I call it SV Skater, which I don't want to give out his name because, you know, I'm not that type of person. So yeah, ask him. And then we have the Game and the Science, which is also another one of my friends. And we have all the stuff going on. I don't know how to do that. That thing that's just going ballistic right there. I have no idea what's going on with that. So yeah. So usually this stupid Minecraft world doesn't want people to spawn in here whenever I put the world spawn point here, but you know, that's okay. So when you walk outside, you'll be able to see this. Now this is our 3rd anniversary creeper head that's supposed to light up. But for this video, I'm not gonna put it on because I don't want my world to lag. So let's just give you guys a look around of the world. Now, keep in mind that there is still stuff that's being built, and some of this reflects off of stuff I like. So don't call them like a copycat or stuff like that, because this stuff, it took like, it might not look like 3 years from what you're seeing right now, but it took 3 years in heart and in the mind. So I want to give all these people a shout out. Okay? Alright, so let's get started. Where should we start? Alright, I think we should start over on this side, and then we'll get onto that side in a minute. So let's start over here. Okay, so this was one of Earthen's houses right here, but I don't know if he's gonna tear this down, because I actually do want to have something here, you know. So let's see. Okay, this is our stage area, and I personally came up with this. So you see how there's tracks under there. Once you sit down, it makes it look like you're actually sitting down. So this is the stuff me and my friends came up with. So you know, like you got like a little like rolls and stuff like that here, and the way you get in is right here. And you're like, la 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 la, you know. So yeah, that's the stage. And if you come all the way over here, there's Superman that. Over here we have our little park. Now we got like, you know, little common sandbox, little music thing. These lamps that go out and out at night are pre-made swing, you know. So fun. Yeah. Then we have our benches for when those grumpy parents like go along, little rugrats, you know. I don't know how people treat their kids. I don't care. So here we got this little thing where you spin around and you get dizzy for no reason. And this right here, this is our the slide. So now let me give you guys a little bit back story about this area. Now what we're about to go into is not technically supposed to be Five Nights at Freddy's, which is one of my favorite horror games, but it's supposed to be Five Nights at Crocs. Now I made this thing up because me and my friends were like, "Ooh, let's do this about let's make a Five Nights at Freddy's thing." I was like, "What should we call it? We can't be Five Nights at Freddy's because then it will be a copyright, and I don't want to get copyright, and then my channel gets taken down." So we just called it Five Nights at Crocs. So let's just go in. Right now I'm turning it into Halloween style because right now we're in August and I'm trying to get ready for Halloween. So that's why you got a little bit of stuff here. So this is the second location. I actually had built our first location. So once you come in here, this is the generator room. With this is more the modern generator room that I made. So it starts off with the stage room, which is right there. A hallway is on that side. B hallway is on that side. Party room 3 and Pirate Cove are all on that side. Party room 1, I think, is on that side. Backstage 1 is on that side. The security room's all the way down that way. The party room 2 and backstage 2 are down that way. And this actually took me a long time to work with redstone, so that's why it looks like this. And as you can see, Minecraft didn't patch up the redstone glitch, or the little redstone thing. I don't know, it's just something that Minecraft or something like that probably did already. I have no idea, but it used to be glitching out. So here's our doors. I try to make doors that could go all the way down to where this floor is right here, but I couldn't get that to work because Mojang apparently. So yeah, we have our light right here, our makeshift light, and then we have another door right here, and we have our vents right there. So I don't know what this was supposed to be because one of my friends said, "Oh, this could be a way to get in the office." I was like, "Nah, I don't like that." So I just kept it there just for no reasons. So yeah, I actually had finished this area. So a little arcade area over here. Now let me show you the animatronics that we made, or we have. So the character I am right now is a squid, and we call it Squiddy because of course you have to stick with the thing for Pirate Cove. So we came up with a squid, like me, for Pirate Cove. And then for the people, the animatronics on stage, we have Croc, of course. We have Spidey. And then I think I have him. Hold on a minute. I think I have him. No, I don't. Okay, so the other character, his name is Creepy, and I'm pretty sure we all know who Creepy is. And right here, there's just Creepy. No one is bored. So yeah, this is our second location. We'll get on to the first location, which is a little bit down there. But right now we'll stay down here, So here's one of the little roleplay things that's right here. Boss Gamer was he's one of a demolished team, but I didn't put that yet. So hopefully I'll do that. He had his little brief, whatever thing is called, whatever it's called. And so we were using that as a thing for our what am I forgetting right now if I already just said it? Our role play. So yeah, let's move on to one of my building team's house. This is Zayden's house. We can't go in it because I like to respect people and their property. So this is his house. He based it off of a plane of some sort. And right next to it is my one of my girl's friends. Not you know, a girl I like as a friend. So this is her house, Pink Rose. You can't go in it either because, you know, property and I respect. You know, I got the idea of the lamps from her, cause you know. So, another one of my building teams is D-Fresh. Now we can't go in this because also, you know, but what we can go in is his tank that he made. Now I like this idea because you can actually look through the tank, as you can see right here, D-Fresh. Shout out to him too. And those other people I mentioned, this is his house. He has a little chopper right there. And over here, we also use this for a roleplay. This is Nova's lab. I extended it right here a little bit for reasons. This is supposed to be a generator room that I'm still fixing. Oh, over here, this is where the power, where we test stuff. No, nothing in there yet. But this is where we test stuff. And over here, now here is our death skull that is part of the roleplay. Now we please YouTube don't copyright me. So we this is not an island, but there's this thing called a Skull Island in King Kong in one of the movies. Cause you know we're kids, you know, you can't copyright just because of a kid, you know. I just hope I just don't get copyright, cause I love doing what I do. I just don't want to get copyright, okay? So here's a little secret, or like, you know, a little thing for Minecraft. So we have this tube here because there is a Vulker. I think that's what his name is. Is it the Vulker? Yeah, is the Vulker? Oh, crap. So the Vulker is this. Oh no, that's the wrong. Oops. You didn't see anything, people. You didn't see anything. You didn't see anything. No, vindicators or anything like that were harmed in making of this video. Okay. Vindicator, yes, okay. So, that, whatever just happened there, nothing happened there. So, as we have here is our Vindicator. And when you have a name tag, you put it on the Vindicator, and his name is Johnny, and he'll mainly go whatever after, because, you know, hence that movie, whatever, I forgot what it was called. So, there we go. I didn't want to do it because, you know, I just didn't feel like it. It'll take too long. So let's move on to our second location for the Five Nights at Crocs. Now here is our first location. As you can see here, this is supposed to be Croc, this is supposed to be Spidey. And here's Creepy. Here's our pre-makeshift private code. Now what I tried to go for was making me as a squid. I think I did pretty good. No, come on. You can't. We match, man. Like, come on, look at that. We match. We're brothers, fam. Look at that. Come on. You can't deny that. We're cousins, fam. Okay. So, here's our little thing where all the characters are from the original Five Nights at Freddy's. They all just stay here. They don't really come out much to talk. So here's my first time making a generator. I know it sucks because you know, that's how I was back in my days. So here is the same thing. We have like a little opening. Oh, this is our light system, you know. Right here is our door system. I mean, it's pretty much based off of Five Nights at Freddy's 1, just because. But it's very different in particular. It's very, very, very different. Okay, people. Very, very different. So now, let's go over to the... Alright, so this is not the Capitol building, the White House, you call it whatever you want. But this I like to call is the presidential building. Now I had my friend, one of my friends, this secondary president Nova, and he helped me build this. And I actually did this all by myself. This restaurant right here. This is supposed to be for our 4th of July. Here's our this used to be like, here's our cake, you know, from the 4th of July. And let's go inside. So we have a little waiting room. And here, this is where those people from like those Trump and stuff like that will have their meeting for press or something like that, you know. You know. And then so you know, you would sit right here, but like that, you know. I don't know. I don't watch it. I don't know. I don't even know. So you know, we're still working on rooms right now over here. So right here we have a little dining area. Now this is a little bit more modern. Now we have here. So like you know, you actually look like you're sitting, and like your feet are actually under the table. That shit, I did this all by myself. I did the interior all by myself. He did like Nova. He just did the outside. So like, you know, you got like a little bar right here. You got like a little kitchen. And then over here, oh, that's just nothing. Okay, so once you wait, I did. Oh, alright. So one of my friends also did this. This is like supposed to be like an interrogating room. You know, you would come in here, you would sit down, you would talk to the people and stuff like that. Then, if you go upstairs, here is the secondary president room. That's Nova's room. This room I'm still figuring out. This could probably be the mayor's room. And over here, this is the vice president's room. Because we got a nice chandelier. Over here, this is where we would have our meetings on what to build and stuff like that. And over here, you gotta have the big red carpet room. We got the squid computer. We have the 2 flags, the creeper flag and United States flag. We got my little computer, my desk. We have stuff full of crap, nothing in there. And this is my stuff because I'm rich, you know. And over here, this is the Ender portal. I mean the Nether portal. I'm sorry. From our roleplay. Now in a specific roleplay, the president, which is me, locks this in here so that no one can ever find a Nether portal. And actually, this is the last Nether portal that people will find in the world. Because I'm the only one that has it. Because you know all that other gibber and jabber, I'll explain now a little bit more later. Because it all come together. So I mean, okay. Let's go over to the theme park. And yes, I have a theme park. It's all the way right here. So how I organize this, so you know, you would give your ticket to this village right here. So nice. And you have a adult side, 2 doors, and a kid side. So we'll go into the kid side first. And this is the little kids. Staff only will go through here because that's the exit. As you can see here, you would go through here. And then, you know, you would have your little kiddie ride, you know, safe kiddie ride. And then this is where you would shoot the heads and get a prize, you know. And then over here, this is another, this is where you like throw balls at the creeper heads and you get a prize. You gotta get all 3. And over here, you have to throw another ender pearl, and you have to get all the way to this height right here, which is apparently 20.3. Wow. And over here you got a little makeshift kiddie trampoline, and that's really much it because you know, apparently at some stuff of theme parks, they would only have like a little bit of stuff. But this is still in the making also, you know, because you know I worked so hard in this world by myself. Yeah, really. So here's the entrance to the adult side. We have the battle area where you would get sticks apparently, and you would fight each other with sticks. And then over here, this is my first roller coaster I made. and it works. So you'd have you know, this whole type of mumbo jumbo that goes around the park, like some roller coasters do. And let's see, here's our big board trampoline for the adults. We have our spleef area for those type of people who like spleef, you know. We got the diamond shovel with efficiency. I forgot what number that is. And we have one of the big roller coasters that go around the world, and that other one that actually works. But this one right here, this doesn't work at the moment right now. So we have a little go-kart area for people who want to be going on, you know, cars, which are boats. Under here, you want to know how this works? Ice. You can't use the regular ice. You gotta use packed ice because that's the only way. Because as you can see here, since there's light right here, the packed ice doesn't melt. So that's why we used packed ice instead of regular ice. Because when I used regular ice, I played myself so much that I ruined the ride, but I fixed it and used packed ice. Now, the way this is supposed to work is there's supposed to be redstone, and this lever right here pushes up this, so that when the people or the drivers go that way, they come back around and they stop right here. Other than those people who work for the race car thingies, they put it back however they were. So once those people are done, you have a haunted house over here, which I made again by myself. Some of the stuff I made by myself because, you know, that's how I am. And you know. So now, this is one of my friends is working on. This is D-Fresh's thingamajiggy that I can't go into apparently because it's secret apparently. So sadly we won't be going in there. And I think that's everything on this side. So now let's head on to over there. Now this is where mainly all the history happens. So let's move over here. Now this right here, this is the first house I have ever made. Yes, this is my house. And I gave it to one of my friends. His name is Tyler. And you know, so really what happened was he never had a place to live, so I just gave him this because actually that house right there, that's my house that I live in. That was way before let's see, this was after I had this flattened out. But this was nothing right here. All of this right here, this was nothing but flat grass that I put on over water, because really everything over here is just on top of water. So all of this over here, this whole entire stuff over here was right before this. So let's get into the next part, which is my lighthouse, and that's my second. Well, I mean, it's my it's technically something that I built first as a building. But you know, it's kind of complicated to understand what went first and what went, you know, next. But you know, it's pretty hard to explain. But we'll just move on. So right over here we have a this is supposed to be my YouTuber house. And right next to it is their pool, which is also my pool. Well, it used to be my pool. So, you know, you would go in here, you would grab your key. But this is no any ordinary YouTuber house. Like, this, like, in my imagination, I would have, like, people that I know, like, for instance, the Diamond Minecart. Because, like, my dream was to meet the Diamond Minecart, and then, you know, you got Stampy. And you, oh, look at that, cake. Who would have thought? Cake. You know, you got the classical red bed, you know. Got little porches and everything. Then on the next floor, I'm not really sure if this particular person does this, but this is the Gaming Lemon. I'm not familiar with him in Minecraft, but I'm pretty sure I've seen him play Minecraft before. And over here is the annoying orange, or the gaming orange, which I do know he plays Minecraft on the PC. And then we move up, we have two of my friends. We have Earthen, which is also a YouTuber. That's his roommate here. And over here, this over here is Mine King's room. So here is the Tony MS4. Now what happened is basically the Tony MS4 or MS4 was supposed to be a crossbreed of Nintendo and PlayStation 4. So we call it the MS4 because of Minecraft and all that. So I don't know, it's just a long story short, but you know, just all of that. You know, he has his little games over here. You know, we got Plants vs Zombies, whatever that is, Minecraft, Lego World, Black Ops 3, Little Big Planet, GTA, Trove, Gladys, that Minecraft Story Mode, Venture Capitalist, and okay. So yeah, that's that. And on the top floor is the penthouse for gaming with Jen and popular MMOs. Now they have been one of my most, or I mean like second in line of favorite YouTubers, but you know, I have my favorites. And over here, oh no, this is a classic. This is a classic statue I made. This is Bart the Enderman. Now I got this idea from animation Minecraft crew called, I think it's Slam Count, I don't know, but you know, so originally it was supposed to be a statue, but we carved in the interior, and now it's just a little secret area for a person to live in. Now there's the armor and all of that. So let's go down here, back outside, and let's look at this. This is the first and this is the first tallest building in my Minecraft world. No other building has reached this height in any of my builds. None of them. And this building has never, and I mean ever, been touched for the past 3 years. Can you believe that, people? 3 years of this building has not been touched. Well, I mean, in 3 years, people, 3 years, okay? So, I can't go in it at this moment because, like I said, it's been touched for 3 years because, well, I mean, griefers and all that. You gotta kick the haters, you know. And that was pretty much a really struggle for me, having haters. And it was just a really tough struggle, you know. So let's look at over here. Now this was a role play that I had. This was the mine that got blown up in one of the role plays I had, you know. And right next to it was my house. This is my house that I currently live in right now. This is my present house that I currently live in. You know, has its own chandelier and stuff like that. Still being worked on the kitchen because I had to remake it. And right next to it is my horses. Horses, who doesn't love horses? We have Chase. We have Brad, which is my favorite horse. Then we got Mike, who's my second. Chase is my third. Bella is a girl. That's my girl horse, you know. So let's move on from that, and we'll move on down to over here. Now the work site is also for this. So I made these myself. So let's move on to the zoo. Now I had the zoo when they added polar bears, and then I have the new parrot and the llamas, which are all the way over here. Cause this pen over here had nothing in it, so I just put llamas. You know, we got wolves, shulkers, polar bears, we got little kitty cats, we got rabbits over here, with a little rabbit hole. Then we have horses, piggies, donkeys. We got a little bit of mushrooms over here. And we got, over here we have wolves. Now, I would have had a little aquarium over here, but this is a little makeshift shop for toys and stuff like that. And of course, the zoo has its own roller coaster, because you could never go wrong, right? So it has its own little roller coaster. Now let's move on to this side of the zoo, and we'll focus on Old Man Marley's Mountain. This is Old Man Marley's Mountain. You can never go wrong with having a mountain named Old Man Marley. Now the legend goes that Old Man Marley has never came out for years, and he rarely comes out of that cave and asks to get a water. And you can literally wish for whatever you want. Anything you want in the world. Anything you want. One wish. And you would come right up here, up these stairs, and this right here, this is Old Man Marley's house. And one of the role plays, his house, half of it got taken over by that. Now what this is, that's Death's Castle. Now we'll get onto that in a minute. But here's some other stuff to Old Man Marley's Mountain. We have more houses are being built. We have enchanting shop of Old Man Marley, and we have Old Man Marley's dojo. Now I personally made the dojo by myself, and I made the enchanting shop by myself. So yeah, we have the stairs that also lead to Old Man Marley's Mountain. And I have to say, I think one of my also Nova also did this. He also built Old Man Marley's house and whatever this is supposed to be. So now, right next to Old Man Marley is Death's Castle. Death's Castle is one of my second castles I built, but I'll get on to that in a minute. There's just so, I'm sorry guys, it's just that there's so much to get on, and that, you know, so just bear with me here. I'm trying to do this all at once, so just bear with me. So here are the gates to Death's Castle. Now this is literally the gate to hell. You know, like, you know, I got these from my idea on a YouTube video, and I have to say this worked pretty good, cause I'm now starting to use this technique and stuff like that. That was pretty good. And over here we have, let me know in the comments if you like the castle, cause I worked my butt off trying to remake it on the sides a little bit, trying to shape it up a little bit. So here we are, the Castle of Hell, the Death Skull. Here it is. Oh, okay. So right here, this is the Death's Castle area. You know, where, like, you know, Jabba the Hutt. There's normally like a little Jabba the Hutt thing where you would stand right there, and then he would pull the thing. And down here, this is where the people Death Trap died, as you can see here. So basically this is the underworld of the Nether, apparently. And here are some more cages of dead people. And some of the stuff I worked on solo, but mainly more of my friends helped me on this. So this will be probably a kitchen over here. This will be probably something else. And this is Death's office, where, like, you know, in one of the role plays there's a character that will come up here and get answers from Death and all that. Now I do have a skin for Death, and it's the Green Reaper. I know, it's not very, like, devilish like, but you gotta start from somewhere. And Death is supposed to be a ghost, so you know. So here's the jails that I'm making right here, and more jails. And here is the top overlord, where he gets to sit and glance over the world. And here we have the master's torn, ripped apart flag. the lava moat, and the whatever this stuff is that shine through the night. And right here, let me give you some backstory. So this used to be a castle in the roleplay that death took over. So all that's left is this, also taken over by death, as you can see here. So overall, I think this is like pretty good, you know. I mean, it's not good of a castle I wanted, but you know, we all start from somewhere. You know what I mean? So over here, this is one of the houses my friend is making, because I'm letting him a part of the building team. Now I can't say who it is just yet, but I'll let y'all know soon. Now this is Nova's house, as you can see here. This is his house over here. You know, he's a pretty good builder. Now what I mean pretty good, I mean good, as you can see for older Martin's house. Now here's more history. This is the Creeper Tower. Now this used to be the first tallest thing until a big hotel over here came and took the skies of this town's skyline, and now is the highest building. Well, it will be second in place because I am building something over there, and that down there is the city. Now the Creeper Tower has been in construction, a remake over here, as because of the crane over here. I'll just give you a little look around. Now, there is this thing in the sky, and my friend Nova, again, who's a great builder. Now, when I say great builder, this is what I mean by a great builder. Look at this. He built a creeper bomber jet. Now, this creeper bomber jet, it protects any any people from destroying my world. And I have to thank him for doing this, because I never had something like this built in my world before. It looks great. I mean, I couldn't ask for anything better, but this is just phenomenal job. And I do have to give him a shout out too, you know. So this is Nova's piece of work right here. As you know, you could open this and you could sit down, close it up, you know. Open this and then you could like get out. No. So now that this part of the side is done, let's move on all the way over here. Here we have our two police parts of stations right here. Here is the jail area. As you can see, it has all the jail cells. This is a jail. You have a little thing where people can play poker and stuff like that. Security room, all that jazz. You know, stuff that will go on in a jail facility. And here is the actual police station. As you can see here, police. Here are the people that helped me work on this. And so he actually built this jail. And over here, this is where you would go to court. And I don't know what this is here. And so people, what the heck? Okay, so people will like, you know, be like here, like talking to the judge and all that jazz. And then this is where the judge would come from. She or he would come from right here. And here are the offices. So here's the office for the judge. Here are more offices for the police officers and whatnot. And here is Defresh's place over here, because he is the lieutenant of this police station, or a captain. So that's his area right there. So let's move on to the next thing. Now, let me guys know if you like the world, and let me know if I could add any extensions and part like that to the world. And I still have more ideas on what I should build, and Yeah, and I'll do that. So here we have a movie theater made by me, D-Fresh, and Butchie. So here's where you get the tickets. You walk in here. Oh, and let me just show you guys something. This light right here, whenever it's nighttime, D-Fresh actually did these lights. Now I have to thank him for this because I've actually really wanted this, but I could have asked for something where it could go like lights where go do 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 all around and then come back around. But you know, we gotta stick with what we have right now. So that's why we have this. And there's two different types of generators. I think that's the one for this right here, and then that one is for the theaters. Now here we have our makeshift theaters. I don't know what this is supposed to be, what movie this is, but here it is. You got a mix of Kung Fu Panda, whatever this thing was, the Karate Kid, whatever that is, all that jazz. And here is our makeshift popcorn thing, majiggy right there. We have a total of 3 theaters in one whole entire theater, and this is how big it is. Now we won't be going over there because that's just nothing right now. It's supposed to be a floating island that had different types of elements that I created, but then went into a total flop just because. Oh yeah, and one more thing, the lighthouse over here, this was remade by me, you know. And right next to it is the beach. Now I forgot to show you guys this because you know me. I have to do this fast because I'm on a limit right now. So here is the beach right here. Yeah, this is my friend Frank. He's he also takes help delivery for people who get stuff and go instead of just sitting down. And so as we come over here, we have Croc's house. Killer Croc is a as you know from DC, but my version of Killer Croc is supposed to be a villain that when you go down here, he also lives with Spidey, which is a spider. And then Spidey has a cousin and all that other jazz. So here it is. This is his place. Basically he just steals banks and all that. So this is Croc's place. You have a little disco area. Here's how it works. Yep. So here's his kitchen. He has a little Christmas tree right here. This was supposed to be something in a role play, but then the game later got taken down. So here is another NS4. All these games right here. These are controllers, apparently, because I had nothing that looked like a controller. Excuse me. So here we have the disc that will be soon be named, and this is where Spidey sleeps right now. So there's a little elevator that goes it's a little ladder that goes all the way up. Now this used to be a ravine until it got taken over by Croc, and so now it is what it is right now. So let's move on to the city side of everything. And here's another thing about over here. This is our redstone thing, but then later got taken over by Mr. Freeze apparently, or something like that. I don't remember. And it almost got what's it called, filled with water. But I don't know what's going on right here. And right here is open because we were sending a redstone rocket in the air, but later it then got destroyed. So right here we have Creeper Liberty. Now Creeper Liberty is a sign of freedom of all creepers. And because originally I like creepers, but now I like squids because of I don't like squids that much, but I like this skin. So this is still being built. You know, you come up here, go all the way up, all the way up, all the way up, all the way up, all the way up until you get to the head. Now, I'm still working on the head because, you know, I haven't really wanted to finish this yet because other things. So right here is our city. Now it's still being made. Now as I said about that tall building up there, this right here, this will be our second. This is now going to be our second tallest building. This is going to be called the Creeper Sears Tower. Now if you don't know what the Sears Tower is, it's supposed to be this. Now the Sears Tower is one of the most tallest buildings in Chicago, and I think it's the tallest building in the world. I don't know, I don't remember. But what I had intended was it should be a mix of the Freedom Tower, which is in New York City, which I live in, and this is supposed to be a mix. But I don't know how am I gonna do that. I might give the color scheme of a triangle, whatever how it's shaped of the Freedom Tower on the sides, just to give it that. But right now, for the first 4 floors, we have little apartment buildings right here, apartments. And then once you get to this floor, we have cubicles for offices for different type of companies. Now I own every single company I could think of, because you know I'm a kid. So this is gonna be so high in the sky. So here is our making of a Walmart that we're gonna make. Now oh my god, you don't want to know how long this took me to make these doors. This literally took me like a week just to figure out how to do this, just to play around with redstone, but I actually finally got it. I was so happy, and I was like, finally I didn't have to do this anymore. So I was like, thank God. And then right next to it, we have our basketball court. You know, she'd be like that next Michael Jordan in your life. So we have red side versus blue side and all that jazz. Here's the scoreboard. Now we had our thoughts on what the net should look like, and we finally came up with this. Yeah, you know. And we're still coming up with what a basketball should look like. So yeah. If we come over here, this is our Minecraft school. Now let me just turn on the power. That is so high. Okay, so here is our hallway, and then the lunchroom's right here. Now like I said again, I built the school. I'm building the school all by myself. Here's our what's it called? Baking area, yeah, baking area. Huh. Here's our for baking needs and making a cake and stuff. And here's our library for enchantments and stuff like that. Increasing your enchantment streak. Here we have our laboratory that's being made. And here is our principal's office. Like a little closet right here. With little drawers and stuff like that. And on the next floor, I'm still working on the next floor. Now I had a confusing time with this redstone, so that's why it looks all like this. Now as we move on over here, we have this path. Now as you can see here, with the path, this is this stone right here. This is more parts to the city that's going to be expanded. It's even going to be expanded out down that way. So it's not just a little midget city. So down over here, this is our power plant and water plant. Now let's start on the the power plant. So here's our power plant with the electrical Mars rocks that we found on Mars. In one of the role plays, we have more radioactive stuff that is electrical. And here is more a special type of DNA that's electrical that we found from someone in one of the role play. And once we come in here, here is our power generator that lives and never dies. This power generator works for millions and millions of years. It could even work on night because of the whatever this is called, I forgot. And it runs on this, and this basically controls all the power in the city, town, whatever you call it. And if this ever breaks, then power in the city will go off and chaos will start, and we don't want that to happen now, don't we? So let's move on to over here, which is our satellite area. Now this is not your ordinary ender crystal. This is known as the dark crystal. Now dark crystals are something I came up in our series of role plays, and a dark crystal must be the darkest electrical energy or any type of energy that you could claim it to be in the world. That's why we have like that. And we have our light crystals, which are good in ways, and of course is the opposite of the dark crystal. So here we have Jeb. Oh my god. Now, oh my god, Jeb is one of our most favorite animals to have in here, because, you know, just look at it. It's stupendous, amazing, spectacular. I'm literally using vocabulary words now. Here are light crystals that also power up this right here, which is the satellite, which is up there. Now, this place is not to be messed with, because of course if you break anything in there that's radioactive, like the generator, chaos, all that, and we don't want that to happen. So now we have our water plant that leads all the way up into this mountain. Now I call this Niagara Falls, but there's no states or continents connecting with each other, so I just call it Niagara Falls because I was bored, right? I mean, it happens to everybody. When they're bored, they just call it something that's just weird and ordinary. So we have our water plant, and here's the entrance. You would go in here. Here's our tube that got used in one of our role plays. We have water DNA, more water stuff. This is controlling the water pumps and stuff. And mainly over here, this is where we test out our waters and stuff like that. And here we fertilize the water. And here's our power level of the water. And over here, this is our pump control. Now we have to turn this off 5 seconds every single hour. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So let's move on to more parts of the water plant, and that is the outside where the pools are. Now this is where our fertilized water will go and all of that jazz. It will go from the tube that's in there and then put all into Niagara Falls water, which for some reason how in physics is produced. I have no idea how, but in physics in this world is just unbelievable. And whatever's in here, this electrical stuff will turn this stuff that's in here into fertilized cubicles of ice that has fertilizers, and will be moved and dropped into this mono pipe shredder that shreds all that into here. And here's my family, the stuff that makes this water healthy and safe for the environment. We have John. Then we have Craig. Now, here's a little backstory on this. I named this squid Craig because since I'm in 7th grade, I'm going to 7th grade. I have one of my mans. His name is Craig. He's one of my best friends I had ever since I met him in the 6th grade. And he is a SYEP. And he is in, I think, high school or college. And I just wanted to give a little shout out to him because he is my man's. And here we have more of my family. We have Dave. We have Mia. Who's this over here? I think this is John. No, that's Cray. Here's Rose. And I think there's more people deeper down here. Yep. You have Mike, and finally, yeah, John right there. So yeah, now we have this electrical because we don't want no one stealing our water, which is very valuable. Now there is a person that lives right under it, but I don't want to go in it because, you know, all that, but there's a little glimpse in there. Now also, another thing, redstone. Took a long time. When you close this, you can open it from the inside and all that. Got a little working doorbell, you know. So let's move on, I think, to one of the few last things. Now this is not the Teen Titans Tower anymore. This is known as the Presidential Tower. Here is all its glory. The creeper is known as protecting it. Here is also the 4th of July thing from 2 years ago. No, I mean a year ago. Yeah, a year ago. And it has all these floors for government stuff. And here is where General Earthen lives sometimes. There's dogs. And he goes to his floating island, which I gave him. He won't be going over there because it's just nothing. He's still working on it. When I do an update video on the world, I'll show you guys. So let's move on to the final thing that I have here that I'm working on still, and that is our train system. Now we have to move on to this side because I'm still working on it. And so this is our starting point. This is the city's starting point for the train system, and it goes all the way. It gives a little ride, because in New York City you would have like train systems that are above ground, and then once you get to certain parts on the subway, you go underground, which is called a subway. But I don't know what is upper part is. But here is the presidential house. This is the presidential house stop right here. And you move on. There's more glimpse of the world. And then this is the beach, or known as the other side of town area here. And then we move on. That is still being worked on. That's another part of the tunnel. But we originally cut that off right there so that no one will go on that side. So now we just move on to this side. And somewhere right here, this will be a stop for the police station, movie theater, and all that jazz. So when we move down on here, this is where it gets to the fun part. Because then we move on to the under part. This is our subway now. So here we have a little glimpse of that part of the subway that's just being worked on. Now it moves on to all the way over here, which is a Creeper Liberty stop. Now as you can see here, I used mossy stone bricks and regular stone bricks just to give it that feeling of underground, just, you know, all worn out and stuff like that. And here we stop right here. So whenever a person would want to come on from this side, you would take this little thing over here and you would be transferred onto this side instead of just going all the way downstairs and doing all that jazz. So this side over here, this will be worked on for the city, and there will be a town on this side where all that is down there. But yeah, you know, this is my world. And I hope you guys enjoyed. And I know this is almost a hour long because it's live, but I hope you enjoyed this episode. Now this is on my channel that I had, because all this other stuff, I don't want to give away my my personal stuff, but I will give away my YouTube channel, which is casper2277, which used to be Alex Gamer 101, but now is casper2277. And now we have the ending to this episode, and we will go back to see our faithful, or our amazing workers and building team that work hard on this world. And I want to give a big thanks to all these people, shout out to them. And like I said from before, there will be more videos, so I hope you liked it and subscribe for more. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. Now let me know. Oh, one more thing. Let me know. Now let me know if. If you want me to build something, just leave it in the comments down below, and I'll get to you, and I'll give you a shout out, and yeah. So this is the ending of this video. Yeah. So bye. Hold on, guys. I'm just trying to. I'm trying to figure out how I stop the broadcast because you know. Let's see.